Coach Neil Alexander joining us. Railers get the victory here tonight, 53-48, get a doubleheader win on this Saturday, improve to 4-1. Coach, certainly a game coming into tonight that you thought that their size was going to be an issue. In the first half, they used Fink and Vaughn pretty well, but in the second half, I don't know if it was a halftime adjustment or if it was just Centennial stopped going to Fink, but he really was a non-factor in the second half, and that helped you stretch out and get the win.
Yeah, you know, he didn't shoot the ball like he did, yet we wanted to make sure we knew where he was at. He was hurting us in the middle, but he's a very good player, and I think, I doubted his ability to be able to play at the next level, but I think he can.
Yeah,
you put 30 pounds on him, and he's a great shooter, and he's 6'8", 6'9". He kind of, he's a Brian Cook.
Yeah.
Brian Cook's been 10 years in the NBA because he could shoot it.
Yeah.
And this kid's got a future ahead of him. So our kid's done a nice job on him. We knew where he was at the second half. I think he might have got a little bit tired and fatigued towards the end of the game, and but our kids fought through it. I'm really pleased with our kids. It was a kind of adjustment day for us without Joey, with the broken hand being gone for probably up to 6 weeks, if not more. So we just have to continue to work to get better and make the adjustments and hopefully hold it together, and then hopefully Joey will fit right in when he comes back, and he'll give us some things that he's a point guard that's got some length to him, and he really is a good defender, and he changes the concept of our basketball team.
Coach, talk about the play of your senior tonight. Really, throughout the tournament, hasn't been able to get into a rhythm. He's been in foul trouble so much, just hasn't really hardly played a full half at all. And without him tonight, his hot shooting, he was going to the basket. He got a couple offensive rebounds. He was going high. When he got his shooting rolling, it looked like that upped his attitude and upped his motor. And without him, we're beat tonight.
Yeah, and we've got him out on the point. I'd rather have him on the wing because people just throw over him. That's one thing Joey has on us. It's a little bit tougher to throw over, but Pod's going to have to make that adjustment for us, and I thought he had a very good basketball game. He shot the ball well, made a couple big shots for us when they closed the gap on us, and, we have to continue to work with him out there, but we also got to work at it. We also got some sophomores that can step in and help us a little bit up there at the point guard. We made it through the tournament without using them, so they keep their number of tournaments available for them to participate in. So, we're down to where the sophomores have got a game this week. They need one. They've been practicing for 3 weeks now, and that's a long time before you play a game. And
before you start hurting your own people.
Yeah, yeah. So they're ready for a game, and it's going to help them out. It'll help them get some confidence to be able to step up and play at our level.
Coach, talk about the play not only tonight but throughout the entire tournament of Edward Bolby. He hit some big shots tonight, and as we talked about during the broadcast, he wasn't just hitting them over point guards, he was hitting them over Fink.
Well, one thing Ed's got is he got a beautiful shot.
Yeah,
his shot has really gotten better, and he's shooting it with confidence. It's got great arch, and if he shot it flat like most of our other guys are right now, they would be blocked. But by the time you release it, and he's got the good arch, he's getting it up over people, but he shoots that way every day. So his release point is perfect. Every shot, the release is there. I believe I only recall throughout the week of him getting one blocked.
Yeah.
And but he's played very well. And Gavin had his spurts. He's a sophomore. We just got to get him to play more physical and get him stronger. He's going to grow into that body, and he's going to do a lot of good things. He handled the pressure with him and Max throughout the tournament. I think our kids done an outstanding job handling pressure. We saw pressure from Cahokia, Seton Academy, not as much tonight. Morton didn't provide us a lot, but our kids done a nice job with the pressure. Our floor spacing's good, and when you have good floor spacing, and it makes it hard for them to run and jump and to be able to get traps. And even late in the game here against Centennial, they were trying to run and jump us, and we took care of the ball. And I don't know how many turnovers we had.
3.
But, 3 turnovers. I mean, that I don't ask for up until close to Christmas. Usually we give them 12. the first week or two. Well, if they're down to 3,
has the calendar moved up now?
So by December, you should be at 0. If
we will be 0 by
If they're getting
Christmas.
1, they got a suicide coming.
You know, we had one game. I think we had 6 turnovers, but I think we had 3 charges.
Yeah.
And a charge is a turnover. So, you know, the kids, and you don't want to take those type of things away, them being aggressive to the basket. So, very pleased with our kids this week. We had some ups, we had some downs, but we got to continue to make them understand you're playing yourself. You want to play as hard as you can every night instead of playing at the level of your competition.
Well, Coach, after tonight, we kind of get back to a normal schedule. On November 30th, we travel to Taylorville, who, from what I read in the paper, there was off to a 3-0 start, something new that we haven't seen out of the Tornadoes. So I know you had a couple guys down checking them out tonight. But we get back to that normal schedule. You get a week of practicing without Joey. These guys get some rest. And what can you work on 4-1 in the tournament? What do you got to improve on that you saw over the week?
Well, we got to be able to execute. Our defense got lazy at times. We didn't cover the middle. And I think our rebounding, I don't think we're rebounding like we have to. We gave up too many second and third shots where we have to continue to get better at the rebounding side. We're not going back to the area. Gavin got caught in a position where he's supposed to come back, and it just takes, you know, time to work on him so you're in that pattern to get to where you have to be.
Coach, was it an effort without Joey to, as Josh pointed out, to instead of running as much motion offense, to run individual sets and try and score off of them earlier, or did it all just come in the offense?
No, I thought Bobby came in, Danowski came in, and he done a nice job. The guys that we subbed tonight done a much better job. And I told them, you know, if you got one chance, you go in and you don't play very well, you give up dribble drive and things like that, you're probably not going to go back in. But I thought those two went in tonight, and they gave us the lift that we needed and gave us the time that we had to have. So I'm very pleased with that. Those guys know the position that they were playing at. I think Pod probably, I don't think he came off the floor tonight. Neither did Max. I think Max played lots of basketball today.
They will sleep well tonight.
I don't think he came off the floor in the 3 overtime game, and then he didn't come off tonight. So they're going to try to use that. Hey, we done a lot of conditioning last week, so they don't need any next week. But that's far from it. We're going to continue to work on our conditioning and get our guys ready. And you know, we Taylorville, you know, did send some scouts down there, and you know, Kerry McVickers, if you remember the name, was at Williamsville a long time ago and took that boys program to the state tournament. He's been coaching on the girls side for a while and has been very successful there. So he's now the boys coach at Taylorville, and they're 3-0, and they played Granite City tonight at Triad. So we sent a couple guys down there to make sure that you know, we're on top of it, because it's a little bit scary. We don't want to be the team that's going to let them break their, I don't know.
I think it's 83, 85, something
somewhere
like that,
in the 80s, but we don't want to be the team to be the one. So, you know, we just got to continue to work to get better, and I think our guys will respect them. And if they go in there and try to play at their level, this team here, they've got good young athletes that can play. So next week, if we could use some help at Taylorville, I think them being 3-0, 4-0, 3-1, they're going to have a good crowd. So we need to kind of even it out and have our solid base there to help our kids participate. All
right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Both of them today finished 4-1 in the tournament, and it's back in a conference play, as we talked about Friday night down in Taylorville.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun, and I've always wanted to play at Taylorville when that place is rocking, and I think it will be. I think it's a neat place to play.
I don't think Johnny Orr is going to come out of the stands.
He might. He might. They've had him back before.
Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.